So, here's Ashley and I in Washington, D.C. You're about to watch one of the another videos I'm about to make. Take two. So, Ashley and I are here in Washington, D.C. at work, walking the Capitol grounds, and we want you to waste your time to watch this video, right?
Yes.
Please waste your time watching my crappy videos. Peace. Well, I'm in Washington, D.C. at work, and I am walking up to the Capitol to hang out for a couple of minutes. There's the Capitol, which always takes my breath away when not literally because I'm walking up a hill. But seriously, folks. My grandparents weren't allowed in this building. I told that story so many times that I'm 62 and I graduated from a historically black college, Norfolk State University. Shout out. Behold the green and gold. And my grandparents were born in the late 1800s. My parents were born in 1926 and 1928. And my grandparents weren't even allowed to be in this building. My grandparents are looking down, and my parents are looking down, and my whole family should be, I hope they're proud of me. Because when I got to this agency, we got some things straightened out after about 2.5 years. So I'm happy to be the first appointed person in writing of what my job title is. Okay. Again, this is the house side of the Capitol, honoring our African American early leaders. Who this guy here was the first person to be elected to Congress as an African American. His name was Joseph Rainey, and he lived in the great state of South Carolina. Right there. Shirley Chisholm. How ironic is this photo? She ran for president, and just. This is the center of Washington, D.C. The Capitol does not have a zip code, so this is divided by northwest, southwest, northeast, and southeast. I'm about to enter the Rotunda. I showed you the center of Washington, D.C. downstairs. This is the exact same spot upstairs. And when you stand here, look all the way up. And there's Rotunda. So oftentimes, sorry I took that down too fast. I don't want to get anybody dizzy. Apologize for that. But oftentimes I come up and sit in one of these chairs right next to my fraternity brother Martin Luther King and sit and again think about my grandparents. Maybe I can show you something cool, somewhat cool. I've been on a dome tour, which is 335 plus stairs up to the top of the rotunda. There's a staircase behind this wall, kind of zigzags back and forth. And if you can see if I can zoom in on this, those three, 1, 2, 3 railings, that is part of the staircase to get all the way up to the top. And now this is Statuary Hall. This used to be the old House of Representatives back in the day. So if you can imagine, 435 House members, where we didn't have that many back in the early or late 1800s. And when people wanted to see legislation, they sat up here on this railing. You see the railing? That's where they sat or stood to hear what was going on legislative wise. So we have some pretty historic statues here. It is up to each state to send 2 statues, not necessarily crammed in here, but to be displayed on or about in and around the Capitol building. So, what a powerful statue that is. Kansas, not too long ago, brought in Amelia Earhart. And I absolutely love this statue of Chief Standing Bear from Nebraska. Such detail in this, even down to his shoes. It's just amazing to work in a place like this. Henry Clay from Kentucky, but also you'll see Dr. Mary McLeod Bethune holding a black rose, and next to her is Rosa Parks. Now when I walk out towards my left-hand side, this would be the Speaker's house, which is Speaker Mike Johnson. It used to be occupied by Nancy Pelosi and other famous people who were Speakers of the House. And that's his office back there. And then we're going back to the rotunda. So it's just so quiet. It's just so amazing. Okay, so the next to the last thing I will show you is this is our Capitol Visitor Center. They just actually are setting up for an event. This is our latest statue here of Johnny Cash. I walk the line. I'm gonna bend down here one more time. Excuse me. Yeah. And he has his guitar behind him. I think he's the first musician that has a statue here at the CVC. So there you have it, my very short tour of the Capitol. You know, I think I might have said earlier that I'm 62. I got 3 years to retire. And some days I just don't feel like coming up in here, honestly. You know, I'm getting tired of answering emails, tired of getting up early in the morning, 4 o'clock, and I got to be here by 5:30, 6 in the morning. But on occasion, when I walk inside the building and go to the rotunda and just walk around and just sit back and look at all this history here, thinking of my grandparents, thinking of my parents, wishing that they could see what I see, kind of gives me a second, I don't know, fresh look at things, because this building is so historical and it means a lot. And because I have about $35 million worth of property that I'm responsible for as the first person who is, by the way, signed for and responsible for all property here on Capitol Hill. It kind of makes me feel good being here. But some days, man, I'm just like, I'm not feeling it. Truth be told. So as I struggle to come to a conclusion that I will be stepping away in a couple of years, this place will always be one of my fondest memories of my personal career. I've had some great things happen to me in the military, but to be here is pretty daggone awesome. While I'm standing here, the Library of Congress is right over there. We do have another building, the Library of Congress, and the Supreme Court is back in the trees over there. You can barely see it. So anyway, that's enough of me babbling about my place where I work. Thank you for watching on another edition of Don't Waste Your Time. This video may not be for you, or it could be for you, and my decisions on life in general. Peace, and be good to each other. Take 3, and we are in front of the Washington.
The Capitol.
I don't work here. I'm sorry. I don't know what building this is. Okay, here we go. You ready? Take 2. Welcome to another edition of Don't Waste Your Time. This video may not be for you. Ashley, your hand is in the video. All right, there you go. Don't drop my phone. It's worth millions of dollars. All right, here we go. Take 3. So we are here in Washington, D.C., hanging out in front of the Capitol with my executives. Can you say that right? I was going to say executive secretary. Okay, got to get serious. Take 4. So thank you for watching another edition of Don't Waste Your Time. This video may not be for you. We are in D.C., as you can tell. Right behind us is the Capitol, and Ashley is my noble assistant. She has the longest arms than I do, so that's why she's holding the camera. So, Ashley, thank you for watching my video. Did you like it?
You're welcome. I did.
Good. Deuces.